Yo, what's good on my family? It is your boy iBeMaine. Today I'm going to give you guys a small little bit of a guide on how to level up. You know, just like more like a little beginner guide. Give you guys some tips and tricks that may help you out, or if the games you haven't played the game, when the game come out, you may, you know, kind of get a sense of what you should be doing to level up pretty quickly, fast. I am max level 40. Now, before we even get into this video, before we go anywhere, I want to say, guys, make sure you guys play to have fun. That's the biggest thing at the end of the day. Level up the fastest, trying to get the best gear the fastest, everything, trying to do everything the fastest is only for people who just trying to go for that. But at the end of the day, we play games to have fun. So make sure you play whatever you enjoy. Play what class you enjoy, play with your friends, do whatever the case may be. Just enjoy the experience. Don't try to do something leveling just to level, unless you're mentally prepared for that, because it ruins it for you. Just have fun. That's the biggest thing at the end of the day. Everything I say, if you're not having fun doing it, don't do it just to level. That's all I gotta say. Make sure you guys are having fun. That's priority number one. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm enjoying Adventure Quest, man. It's a breath of fresh air. Even though it's a dungeon crawler like Dungeon Quest, it doesn't feel like an exact copy like some other games. What? Did y'all hear something? You know, it doesn't feel like an exact copy, and it feels like they're at least trying to, you know, add some different concepts and ideas. And it's still dungeon crawler, but it feels a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like the exact same thing, and I'm enjoying it so far. The crafting and the leveling, and the level's pretty slow, but we'll get in that here in a second. All right, so before I ramble on too much, let's get into this, guys. Some things I think you guys should do to help you level up faster. Blah 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 blah. Now, if you guys do not know, you can't buy EXP boosters with premium currency. You can come over here and scroll down. You can buy large experience boost for premium currency. It costs 300, or you can buy a 20% thing for 30 minutes. It costs 180. Now, I was spamming large experience boosters, so I did, you know, get some more experience. I won't say it's needed, but any additional experience that helps you level faster is better than no additional experience. You know what I'm saying? Now, all right, boys, so moving on to tip number one that's going to help you with your level experience is play solo or with a limited amount of friends. Most people try to go for 4-man, 5-man groups, and while that makes I guess winning more guaranteed, it definitely slows down the level, and it gets harder as well. If you play solo or with 2 people max, or like one other person, so if you play solo or run duos, I prefer solos. Sometimes it get a little bit hard if you're still a little bit low level, and I run duos. But solos is the fastest way of leveling. You beat the dungeon a lot faster compared to beating it with a large party, and it's pretty easy. The enemies are definitely easy, and you won't struggle too much, in my personal opinion. I actually had a harder time beating it with a party at first, and the party didn't have like the right, you know. Well, I say we died more in the party, but when I was running groups, when I was running solo content, I was just flying through the content. Like, I was able to beat it so quickly, and the enemies were a lot easier, and all that. Now, before you go out and do that, depends on when you watching this video. Now, they put this in the Discord. Pop it up on screen right now. It says, would increasing experience percentage per player in dungeon make party worth it being harder? Additionally, this might help level grind a bit. Now, I don't know exactly if this is going to get implemented or not, but basically what it's saying is the more players you have, the more experience you get. So let's say dungeon 1 gives 5,000 EXP with 1 player. Now, if you have a max party of 5 people, it'll give you maybe 6,000 EXP, something like that. It's going to give you additional XP. Now, I'm not saying those are the values or whatever, but I'm just giving you guys an example. The more people you run with, the more EXP you're going to get. So that actually will make running with group content, you know, a faster way of leveling, because you're gonna have more people playing. Now, that isn't the case just yet, so I won't say it's the fastest way, because it's not a thing, and we don't know if that'll ever be a thing. So currently, at the time I'm making this video, running solo content is going to help you level up faster. Crafting is important, but it's not more important than your grind, in my opinion. Now, I see a lot of people level 5 with maxed out crafting. I'm like, Why? You can't even equip none of the things you have on. You definitely should be crafting. Crafting is going to be super important, something you definitely should be doing, but it should be after you've done your grinding for the day, after you get tired of doing dungeons, not go to crafting first. Definitely do your crafting. It's worth it. It's something you need to be doing. I definitely recommend it. You guys see I've been doing my crafting right now. You guys can see on screen right now. I got 33 crafting, 35 level crafting, 34 level mining, 33 level woodcutting. So I'm getting up there. I'm not all the way up there yet, but I have been getting back on it, trying to max out or try to get my, you know, my professions up level higher. So these things are worth it. You can craft gear that you're missing pieces. You can like craft legendary gear. You can upgrade them. It's definitely something that's going to be important. It's also going to be a good money maker in the future because a lot of people aren't going to want to craft. So you're going to be able to sell that gear. You're going to be able to sell resources and materials for money. I mean, for gems and other things of that nature. They're definitely going to be pretty important. So make sure you guys are doing that, but not doing it so much where it's your priority. Got that? All right. So number 3, we're moving on into the build. Now this is super preference, but I tried different things early on, and going half warrior, half healer is the best way for solo content, and that's what you're doing because you're trying to level up the fastest. So around like level 10 or 15, basically you're gonna be relying on your melee and your self heals basically. Now mage DPS in game gets really good, but early on mage is pretty to me. It's mage get really powerful when you have a full move set of magic. Now if you're not able to reset, guys, and you want to go magic, just go magic. I mean, you can always grind for money and reset, but I think it gets kind of expensive. I don't know exactly how expensive it is because I do have the game pass for free resets, but magic early game is not it. It's not viable for solo content until later on. Yeah, you can't heal, but like just the moves take so long to like, almost take so long, but compared to your physical constant damage, it's just so much better for solo content early on. Basically what I run is I have on shield, I have heal. Those are my main two at the early game. So early game I had on shield, I had on heal, and I had on vitality, stay alive. And then over here all I used was fire blade. So basically I ran these 4 I had boom boom, and then you can do whatever here. You get the dash. I think I had quickness and precision because I was doing dashing around that much. I had shield, heal, I had fire, but as soon as you can get stomp is a great move. Stomp stuns people. Make sure you guys get that. But early on, I highly recommend you running physical support. Heal yourself and just be holding the click button, and you'll just constantly do damage, constantly heal yourself. It makes running through dungeons so much more easier. Like in my opinion, it was a breeze for me to run through dungeons. That's what I did. Now what I will say about magic, once you get to like the ice barrage area, so you can have ice barrage, you know, a ring of ice, you know, meteor strike, or you know, no, I think I was running ice barrage, ring of ice, electric shock, and life drain. Then with a heal, you do crazy damage because you're at a range and you just they gotta do so much AoE. They do big boy damage for sure. They do a ton of damage, but it isn't till later on. So if you're looking to be a mage and you're trying to level fast and run solo to duo content, I really recommend that you don't run magic early on until you can get these like these ice moves, and then it's viable. But that's around like the 25ish area, I think 30 area, so you already level up a little bit. But early on, I highly recommend you go physical and support. I think it's just more worth it in my opinion, and it's gonna help you beat dungeons a lot faster compared to waiting on cooldowns. Now what they should do is, side note, what they should do is add, if you have a melee weapon, I mean a ranged weapon, make it shoot a projectile. I don't know why ranged weapons are swinging like swords. Just when wands don't go around swinging like swords, my guy. Or make the swing damage scale off range attack. I don't get why it's I don't get that. That's one thing that Copy Quest did right. Let me stop. Anyway, carry on. All right, boys, my next tip is get on them gems baby. If you get some gems, make sure you guys are grinding or saving for them gems, man. Gems are going to be super important. What I would do is be saving up money to buy gems. Now at level 40, you guys are probably watching me doing level 40 gem right now. After you beat the boss, you are going to get some gems. So once you come over here to, let's go over to the dungeon real quick, and you come over to all max dungeons drop gem rewards. But I mean, you can't really do that at the beginning. But guys, be looking out on these gems, my guy. Guys, you see these stats? These stats are pretty. You know, you can make some very different builds. For most part, most people are gonna be wearing the same armor. But what's gonna change your stuff is your builds. As you guys see right here, I have like a level 5. I have a level 5 strength on it, so that's a blue strength combination. Let's see if I have a regular dual blade. So actually, you guys, just the difference of how much damage a mod will, you know, change how, like, just change how much damage you do. So let's come over here real quick, and let's go into the bank. I'm going to grab. All right, boys. So I'm gonna show you guys how much modding makes a difference on your gear, and I don't even have max mods yet. Now this isn't the best comparison, as you guys can see. Mauve, this does do 5 damage base damage, but it can give you guys a sense of okay, it can give you guys, so it's 92, and then this one's going to be 97, so it is a higher base damage, but you guys can get a sense of how much more damage is going to be doing. Now let's pull these bad boys out, and as you guys can see, we're doing why am I doing burn? I'll put the burn move on. Hold on. We're doing crits right there. We're going 241 damage. That is our base damage with this attack right here. We're doing 241, and then we're doing, I think the crit's gonna stay the same, I'm not really sure, but 365 crits. So 241 damage, remember that number. Now if we come over here back to our character, take this bad boy off, and then we come over and put our modded one on. Like I said, it does have a 5 base damage, but as you guys see, we're doing 362 damage, guys. We're doing over 100 more damage, and it's just obviously the extra 5 damage is not, it's because of the mods, and our crits are 549. That is a pretty huge gap for just some mods. And I don't, like I said, I don't even have max mods on it. I have a tier 5, a tier 4, and a tier 3 strength mods. Well, those mods are good, but I could have on all probably like tier 10 mods. Think about that extra damage you're gonna be getting on your weapon just from extra mods. So people can have the same weapon as you, but they're doing hundreds of more damage than you because they have mods in their gear. So make sure you guys do that, or even think about something like, if you want to be, you know, have more healing, you can put some intellect mods on. And since you don't have gear that has intellect, you can put intellect mods on, so now when you self heal yourself, you're healing yourself for a lot more damage. Now than that, guys, there's not much more you can do that's gonna like very drastically improve your experience. Biggest thing is make sure you guys run in dungeons solo and duo, and obviously do the one that you can do, the highest one you can do. Whatever one is the highest level dungeon or like bottom level dungeon you can do, it's going to give you more experience. The Skyline ones I noticed are quicker. So whichever the highest Skyline you can do, I usually beat those quick. Like when I was like strong enough, I was like flying through those in like 2 minutes. Those were so quick to beat, you know what I'm saying? It was because it was a lot less travel, a lot less enemies. So I definitely recommend running Skylands. Unless the other ones are giving you drastically more, and obviously the boosters and things like that, those things are great. Those things are gonna help you level up at EXP. Any type of things that give you more EXP is gonna help you level faster. But solo content and self-healing melee character is definitely going to increase your experience a lot. Anyway, hope you guys found this video helpful, enjoyable, whatever the case may be. Make sure you guys smash the like button, do the channel, go and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you folks later.